teams, what they brought to the table for game 2.
Rome Khalid, by the way.
That, with a panel that Omega has
This is...
overloaded with
We saw this in
crowd
Indo too.
It might be a
Beloyski
good,
played the Rome
it
Khalid.
might
He
be
didn't
a
do well
good
on the Rome
position
Khalid.
for- They might be in a good
Huh.
position rather.
Rome Khalid.
You know, create a lot
Concussive
of
Blast,
rotation
Wilderness
here,
Blessing,
at the
Thrill.
same time
So,
have outplays for the
technically the
potential
same.
setups, especially
It's
if
literally
ever
just like
Mirko decides
Terizla.
to
It's
play
just,
this
dude,
method
Khalid is literally just a better Terizla, bro.
So we can see, but again, the story remains super friends. Still with the Zushin, here comes Chaknu.
Master Assassin Bruno. Yo, man's confident as hell going up against the Harris. Good steal by King Kong. Yeah, this is why Mathilda Alpha is so busted in the early game, guys. Because Alpha already clears like super fast, right? He has a lot of built-in sustain, so add on to the built-in sustain with the second skill, and then the mobility of the Mathilda. Maybe a bit too aggressive there, though, to be honest with you. I don't know. Stealing the first camp was cool, but then overstaying on a side that Jome is like holding quite well. That was a big mistake, brother, from FNOP. It's an advantage that you can utilize, but if you go in like that 2v4, you won't win.
He came
Okay, mistake early from FNOP, but it's fine. It's an alpha.
That is as valuable.
Can India compete in PH and Indo? No, not yet, bro.
That's worth it.
That's too crazy to say that like India can suddenly just come in and compete against the top teams. I think they're like right now wild card level, probably. But we'll see. Oh, good pickoffs from Ryota, man. The combo with the Vexana, really solid choice. That Vexana. Just go for the follow-up.
Right now, the concept of Omega is okay. You have super friends with the Lantern Flare. Let's just be mobile enough for a dive center composition that we.
This is really good too so far, like by Omega. After getting the pick, they don't go straight for the turtle because they know that the alpha can actually still contest, right? So they actually go into the bottom lane, get Kirk first, get Prio in lane. Kirk is down. Now Omega should get this for free, honestly. Well, not free, but they should have like a major advantage. No Primal Wrath.
He's gonna get King Kong though. King Kong has the Spear of Alpha just to walk away.
Man, this is so well played from both teams, honestly. Even here.
Omega, flawless
FNOP did not have the Primal Wrath to play with, yet they still survived. Yeah, Omega are just playing it better right now. The punish onto King Kong and then the rotation bot to get the Prio in the XP lane before going for Turtle instead of just rushing Turtle. It's just really good MLBB. It's just really solid MLBB. They understand like what to punish, when to punish. I think, yeah, Kirk could have definitely avoided that, though. He pushed way too far. It gave the opportunity for Omega to do that, but Omega saw the opportunity, and they went for it. Not a lot of teams would actually go for the XP lane in that position. They would probably go for Turtle.
Especially when Ryota kicks with the Way of the Dragon, and that's what we saw happen already.
Really good stuff.
They focus here on the top.
Yeah. Oh, nice guiding win, man. Good job. Wow. Dude, these little plays, man. These little plays. I don't like the Bruno, by the way. I'm not a fan of the Bruno pick. But if it's Kelra, you just have to be a fan of anything he picks. He can get fucking Layla and perform on it, bro.
What they knew was happening, and that's the thing, you know, it's
yeah, the Cho pick. I would have never picked Cho Roam in any circumstance in this game because they have so many like disengages and like ways to actually go up against it. But if it's in the XP against the Edith, it's actually pretty darn good. You clear the wave much faster level 1. That's why you saw him so active around the map. And that's what the Cho gives you in a team. You just are so much more active. At least in the early game. So far, so good. Just teams picking people up, you know, back and forth. It's just pick-offs so far. Nothing too crazy. Capitalizing on mistakes. Playing to the strong side now, Kelra.
Also, you know, the fact that Kelra's playing a Bruno, one of the goal laners you don't see too often. Only certain teams, only certain players.
Yeah, only certain teams and players will play the Bruno.
The thing is,
Kelra or Benny. Right now, Kelra.
Still probably one of the better.
But Benny M4, bro. Benny M4. Damn. I'm the ultimate Benny M4 glazer.
Just his, you know, damage just with his own basic attack even.
Good stuff for FNOP. Wow, dude, Ryota is... Yo, Ryota is insane, buddy. Buddy brothers. Dude. Like, okay, in a pure team fight with a Mathilda Alpha and an Edith brothers, alright? This should be very FNOP favored. Like, Omega's way to win the team fight is very conditional. and he found the one condition that would win them the team fight. He went on to King Kong. He got King Kong, like as he was there. Then he just ult flickered straight into Okir. Eternal Guard comes down, everything there to chain CC him, and Mathilda can't do shit. Oh, it's just really good, really solid. Yo, Farhan Lubis, Rikus Mekus, what's up, Farhan? Ryota is a roamer that got... No, Ryota's always been good, dude. Even back when he was in Onyx PH. He was the only player, like... He was in Seabowl. I remember him being in Seabowl. I think it was full AP Brent plus Ryota, right? No, the guy's actually really good. He's been really good for a while.
They can continue to try to punish Fnatic Onyx, but here's the response.
Occupying the bush. Nah, they should just back off. What?
Artoria goes in with a retribution as well. Ryota, on the other hand, Kelra will fall down. Ryota gets in with a kick onto King Kong.
Bro,
King Kong answers right back.
That's crazy, guys.
With the raging sandstorm onto the backline as Kirk has a primal wrath though. Super Friends working on Joman.
That was actually such a good trade for Omega. Like it's a 2 for 2, but it's Kelra and King Kong for Ryota and Chaknu, bro. King Kong just missed that retry. Damn, the confidence, man. And the understanding of like when to go in. I thought like we have a gold lead light right here. You don't really need to force the issue, but they saw that Kelra and King Kong were in. Ryota and Chaknu did their job so well, man. They kind of like they broke the formation of the team. Cause here, why Kelra walked up was because I believe Kirk was like he thought that Kirk would definitely like come over here to follow. This was a bit of a mistake from FNOP too, but again. The fact that Omega were able to punish this mistake is insane. Like, they should have been playing for King Kong, honestly, not for whatever this is. Because trying to hold on to Cho in this kind of position is just weird. He can dash through walls. Yeah, he ended up getting kicked too. I think they should have just covered this part of the map, man. Because most of the carries are here too. You don't want to be caught lacking like this against a comp that can burst you down from Omega. So many distractions. I honestly feel like it's just Omega have so many distractions in their comp too. Maybe that's what forced out the mistake from FNOP. Because you can't ignore the Khalid, you can't ignore the Cho. If they walk up and get a kick, it's going to be good. If they bait out a Purify, it's going to be good. So yeah, but I think a little bit of a mistake from FNOP too for like that positioning. They should have actually played for the orange buff. Now, and this is the weakness I will say about like for the alpha. If the alpha falls super far behind in the early game, it is tough. It is really tough. On an alpha, you should have the lead in the early game. You're 2 levels down. Now they're just going to put their like money on Kelra to carry the game. It's just Kelra and Kirk maybe. Like Kirk can still deal damage, but King Kong is just a tank now. He's literally lost his value. He's lost his value completely here.
And so I'm really curious what other completed build will come through from King Kong eventually on the alpha. Look at this. As I was just saying,
what the fuck happened?
Is gone. Build will come through from King Kong eventually. And so
wait, Super Fringe just got picked off by Andoryu. Okay.
Build will come through from King Kong eventually on the alpha. Look at this. As I was just saying, Super Fringe is gone.
Okay.
Yeah, solid picks.
That's that Malefic Roar.
And that's Super Friends, one of the best players with the best KDAs all throughout the season. All of a sudden got bursted down by Andoryu with a fracture here. As Chaknu not even bothered, even if he goes in too deep.
Omega are just clean, man. Holy shit. They're honestly fucking clean.
Turret.
How was this a close game, though? Did FNOP come back from the Bruno? Is it just Kelra? This looks very... Because, like, Omega's power spike is going to hit hard with a 3,000 gold lead and 3 turtles. Or was this a stomp?
Building the lead that they have as well, and Kirk will get forced off that tier 2 turret in the bottom side. They might still chase
Snowball Nolan is scary. Yeah, Snowball Nolan, Snowball Vexana, Snowball Khalid. Everyone in their comp is scary with the Snowball. That's why I'm finding it difficult to believe that they actually came back from this FNOP. Yeah, 2. Purify and Flicker, very worth it. Good trades around the board as they wait for the next turtle or next lord.
You did expend the flicker and the
now it's just all chill for Omega. They don't need to look for anything. I think we can skip the next few moments. They're just occupying the bushes, trying to find out where FNOP are, if they're looking for trades around the map, you know, just trying to give Joam some space. Good dash.
And right now, Smart Omega just has total control of this. And as we
the game will get interesting very soon. Yeah.
it might be too difficult for
This is also like a negative, I would say, for FNOP's composition. The way that they can look for mirrors. In game 1 with the assassins for Omega, they can actually look for mirrors around the map with those assassins or with the Lunox too, right? Because he can hold his own in the lane. But with the Bruno and this specific composition for FNOP, they kind of have to play it Ube style. Mathilda Alpha and whatever comp you go for, it's very hard when you don't stick around together in a position where you're losing. If you're winning, then yeah, Mathilda Alpha together and then the rest of the team together, whatever. 2-3 format.
Look at Ryota, right?
That was a good kick, dude. Ryota's kicks are just... And that's a trade they'll take any day of the week, bro. It is a jungle for a roam. Man, Ryota is just clean with it. Bro, he just keeps on finding King Kong. The 3 purifies are useless for Fnatic Onyx Philippines because Ryota doesn't care. He never goes for the purifies. He never goes for the members of the Purify. So they're all just going to stick to the Lord.
They are.
Okay, let's see. Oh my god, look at Ryota. Look at Ryota. Dude, Ryota is so fucking smart, man. This guy is insane. Jom. No, why? Is this the comeback? No, they got the kill. When is the moment that... Oh, King Kong. No, that's not enough.
As King Kong joins in the middle, Super Prince chasing right after Ryota. Ryota might be able to...
That was good by FNOP. They lost the Lord because King Kong wasn't there. Because Ryota was in the back, but they forced the fight because they knew that a lot of resources have been spent just for the Lord. Still not bad though for Omega, so they got the Lord with still their power spike still being here 10 minutes in. Ryota the next Edward. Nah, but that was just really intelligent by Ryota, man. Just waiting in the enemy jungle. I don't know if you saw this, but yeah, they try to go for kills. I think, wait, Kelra got a shutdown, right? No, he didn't. 0-1.
But just not enough damage.
Super low kills, man. Oh, Andoryu died. Okay, that's where they got the shutdown. So Kelra got the shutdown, right? No, King Kong? I don't know who got the shutdown, but that's a big shutdown. 6-0. Yeah, Andoryu was just playing here. Oh, sorry, Ryota was just playing here to get King Kong. Very good. What do you think about CC? Honestly, he should be able to work in the assassin meta. I don't know why a lot of teams like. There are a lot of better XP lanes, especially for the snowball effect. CC doesn't really have the snowball effect because the way she plays is very selfish. You want to try to get a lead yourself. You don't want to play for the team. And most XP laners that are meta right now are enablers. They're not like the solo side lane pressure kind of XP lanes. It's like Khalid, Edith, Khalid. Wait, did I just say Khalid twice? Dude. Okay, all tier 2s. All tier 2s for Omega. This is clean. This is clean from both teams. FNOP good defense too. It's just so hard to kill Kelra, I feel. Like, this guy's spacing is ridiculous. It's always been ridiculous, but it's always impressive to see. Blacklist right now utilize CC the most in MPLPH. Yeah, because they need JM. JM is a very good carry XP. He's like a really, really good carry XP. He's very underrated, man. Even when he was in Bigatron, I rated him quite high as an XP. Like, a lot of people were like, ah, JM, worst transfer this season. I'm like, nah, JM is pretty good. He's not horrible, at least, you know?
As Andoryu pops his retribution, Ryota will get stopped there with the Earth Shatter coming in from Kirk.
Andoryu's 2 levels ahead. Oh, King Kong. Oh, what? Oh, that was almost a blunder from Andoryu, bro. Oh my goodness.
We've seen a lot of clashes, but still no bodies are falling.
That was almost bad for Andoryu. But yeah, this is how FNOP with their comp looks for trades around the map. They have to group up together. If they group up, they actually have ways to just disengage, even if Omega try to go all in on them. They have Guiding Wind, Kelra has Purify, so they can just kite very easily like this. They're not in any danger when they're placed in a position like this, because it'll be very hard. Oh, dude, Kelra spacing! Bro, this guy is... Nah. Dude, Kelra is just too good. Like, he didn't get a kill there. You probably... Maybe a lot of you thought, like, okay, Kelra didn't do anything. Let's replay that shit again, bro. Kelra legit carried that team fight, man. What the fuck? The way that he finds space to just deal damage while also spacing from all of the range of Omega. Of Omega is ridiculous. Like, he's just so good, man. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at the way that he spaces. Oh my god, man. And then he takes a Purify, dodges away from the Raging Sandstorm.
And the immortality
bro,
of Chakna will be
Kelra,
eventually he's gonna fall down in the hands of Kirk.
fucking world level, world class player, bro. This guy on an individual level is so good. It's disgusting. This guy's spacing is ridiculous. He's not, you know how most goal laners would just be, like, you would see their positioning and you'll be like, yeah, their positioning is really good. I think Mirko, Benny, well, Benny is actually more of a spacing type as well. But nah, he has his own style. I don't know what to call it. He's like an ambush kind of guerrilla warfare Benny. But Kelra, he just relies on his individual prowess, bro, in these team fights. That's all he relies on. That's how good he is, man. He just does shit, man.
It's flipping the game on its head.
The spacing of this guy literally just carried them to a win. This is why FNOP have been so complete in the regular season. They have, like, in the early game, they didn't flop the early game. Obviously, King Kong would just carry this game hard on the alpha. Kirk is a great playmaker. Brusco is a good team player. Actually, no, Fritz is a good team player. Brusco is another playmaker. And then you have two ridiculous carries in King Kong and Kelra.
We'll see if they can defend. They've had this game in their pockets.
They're so complete.
Of the early to mid. But how do they respond to this? How do they respond to the pressure? Look at Endoru.
This is why they chose the Bruno, by the way. Like, not a lot of teams would go Bruno in this situation because not a lot of teams have Kelra, of a Kelra level player. I think in Indo we have Skylar who can actually, you know, play on the Bruno and perform on the Bruno. That's, I think, the only, or Eman is, yeah, Eman and Skylar perform on the Bruno too, but yeah, not a lot of players can pull off the Bruno, man. And like high level, like Kelra, oh, this guy's too good.
Down to 1.5 gate, they still have the Lord, and now focusing on the mid lane turret as the Lord marches up in the bottom lane here, and they're gonna get an inhibitor turret down. Fnatic Onyx on the verge of actually remaining
crazy
the whole season, but does what he does eventually.
I want to see how they utilize. The way they utilize the waves too, if you just look at it, right, is they don't care about the Lord wave. They just stick together as 5. They'll deal with the side wave too, but they're just gonna have that wave building up to be a monster, and then they'll group up as 5 because this composition needs to group up as 5. Again, remember guys, this composition for FNOP, they need to be together. If they split up, it's actually bad. That's why you see them not care that much about the bottom lane. They let that shit build up and they just play together in the mid lane. Because if Omega jump on them, they'll have so many ways to disengage. They have so many ways to actually fight reactively against Omega's composition at this stage of the game, especially because Kelra is already at level 15. So that was actually really a good usage of the Lord. They got a base turret and they just distracted them using their 5-stack in mid. Andoryu, good job. He was able to clear up top, so they didn't lose a tier 2 at least. But like yeah, impressive stuff from FNOP. Very impressive. Like a little mistake and they just come back like that. 4,000 goal lead it was, 3,000 goal lead it was, and then now it's gone.
They find themselves at pretty much even ground. That's what all that has done for this. So the execution factor on the lineup that they brought to the table is really going to have to be on point from Smart Omega as the next Lord is comes up. And
Andoryu's macro shines. Yeah, Andoryu saved the tier 2 up top for them. That'll play, like, that's the lane that you want to get a lead on for FNOP. So it was a good decision for Andoryu to actually cut there. He knows as well that FNOP needs to stack, like needs a 5-stack in the mid, right? They need to group up together because if they split, Omega have a way to actually go for pickoffs, go for the split pushes, and like just punish FNOP.
Craftsmanship is an art. A damn.
Oh my god! Job got baited. Damn, Fritz with the bait! It was a bad positioning, it was all planned! How the fuck did Omega... How did Omega win this, boys?
They might be actually able to end this. They have minions.
Oh no.
Oh man.
For their life. They want to end the streak, but Fnatic Onyx will shut down.
Oh my god. How did Omega come back? It feels like FNOP have already outscaled them in a way. It's like this Bruno's already here. Okay, now it gets interesting, right? Now it gets interesting. How does Omega come back from this? How the fuck does Omega come back from this? Wow. Bro, Andoryu. Oh, Chaknu. Dude, this is some bullshit, man. This is some crazy MLBV right here, bro. Oh, no. Okay, oh, he shouldn't have taken that guiding away. Oh, what? How? Bro, What is this guy?
He's gonna be able
That
to stop
he should not have fucking lived
delivering the
for
final
that long, bro.
Oh,
Dude.
man, what a
Nah, bro. Okay, like to a certain point, you just have to say, fuck, the mechanics are just crazy here, man.
Okay, Kelra.
Because at a certain point,
Lane turret.
there's no macro here in this fight. It was just both of them going, yeah, let's fight. They just, man, that was some bullshit.
Are we still going?
Oh, Desert Tornado. Here comes the attack coming in from
Ryota.
Dude.
Ryota goes in for the back.
Nah, he should have died 9 times in this team fight, bro. That's some bullshit right there, bro. What the hell?
Man, what
Okay,
a
that's how they
play
come back.
coming out.
Bro,
Kelra
I mean,
almost
to be fair, for FNOP, they
succeeded
kind of
there,
greeted
did
too,
as
but
much as he could, but what happened?
Omega had
Smart
no,
Omega
like, there's
brings the favor
Andoryu,
back
man,
for them
Andoryu,
to
that
get the
immortality,
Lord off
man.
of it. What an amazing
And the save, the
defense.
retry on the minion
And
wave,
just
bot,
synergy
cannon
with
minion,
playing
and
with
then
who was
the
left to
immortality
defend the
buy.
base there.
Fuck, dude, this
So
guy.
with that, they get themselves the Lord, and they could go ahead and regroup and push in.
It was
Bro.
Andoryu.
Omega timers, yeah.
Defense.
I can't believe it.
How many
I honestly can't
highlight
fucking believe it. This
defenses have you seen from Barangay?
Holy
Even
shit.
During week number 1, who could forget
Ukir, bro.
Jack
Yeah,
Carlos
Ukir
diverting the attention
Ukir
of
was
the
solid
Lords
too,
and
man.
minions.
Ukir was insane.
Enough time bought for them to have a comeback. And now with Ukir and Andoryu's defense, they can actually pull off a comeback against Fnatic, the undefeated Kings, as the Lord marches in the top lane and Inhibitor will fall down. 5 members of Fnatic, though, are alive, so they're gonna be able to burst down the Lord.
Okay, we got to catch our breath for a second here, but Smart Omega might have another plan. They might still
God
continue
damn.
the assault on the base here. They're going to have to clear things through. Couple more clears for FNOP. Should be able to make it and keep the base turrets up. So ultimately,
Good defense.
you've got FNOP with 2 base turrets. Smart Omega only has the 1.
Yeah, now it's actually
So they
favorable
set
for
things
FNOP
up.
despite the 4,000 gold lead
Go,
because the
Kelra.
far lane super minion wave
know, this
is
might be part of
actually
the plan
good for
here.
FNOP.
Trying to make
They got a
something
base turret
happen.
down
This is
below.
so risky.
So with that
This is a
defense, it
bait
was already
though.
good. Oh, Chaknu.
Prince Crimson Beacon, but
Nah,
the
Kelra's
whole
free hitting.
Omega
This is a
squad
bad fight
goes
for-
in right after
Oh, is it-
Kirk
is
as
it not
well.
a bad
The
fight?
Primal Rat is there. The first man down is no one.
That
They can
immortality.
get Ryota will be popped, but
Yo.
all of a sudden Fnatic Onyx sending
These
Omega
team
back
fights
home. They still have
are
5.
stupid,
Omega
chat.
scattering for their lives.
How the fuck did
Fnatic
everyone
wants to
live?
go
That
for a pick
no
off.
way, bro.
No casualties. But
Bro, what is the level of
So risky.
MLBB here in
bait
this
though.
region?
Super
Like,
Prince Crimson
how the fuck did everybody survive a 5v5 at 19 minutes?
But
Huh?
Omega squad goes in right after Kirk as well.
The spacing of everyone. Like we've been talking about Kelra. No, everyone. Even Ryota here. The flicker, Shunpu to get out of the CC of the immobilization coming in from Kirk. As Kirk timed that well. Like, Ryota had no reason to survive here. There's no way. Look at Kirk. Puts the immobility down there. Ryota just flicker Shunpu. The decision too of Ryota to just go for flicker Shunpu instead of Shunpu flicker.
They still have 5. Omega scattering for their lives. Fnatic
Little,
wants to go for a
like the
pick-off.
mechanical
No
plays here from
casualties.
everybody.
But the
It's
plan of
ridiculous
the
because
Barangay
Kirk
has been
did really
called
well in
by
that team fight to
Sonic.
actually put it down there
Smart
in the
Omega's
choke
like,
point where he would
"FNOP,
try to
if you
escape.
wanna make the history, you want that streak
Nah,
to continue,
this
you're
is
gonna have to
this is
work
actually
for it."
peak. Yeah.
Remember, just minutes ago, they saw the glimpse
Cloudy,
of
stop
it
playing
as
with
they
that
were
cardboard
focusing on the
box,
base.
brother.
They ran out of minions, and then this has resulted in now reaching
Just take
the
that cardboard
20-minute
box away
mark.
from Cloudy.
They're so close to the next objective here, less than a minute away. As both teams get re-situated, we're going to start seeing more of the items being juggled around too. The Winter Crowns, the Immortalities.
Ukir didn't die,
the
yeah.
Wind of
No,
Natures
he
even.
didn't die.
And so
Winter Crown,
for
Blood
that,
Wings,
you're
Wishing
seeing
Lantern,
how
Glowing
important the
Wand.
positioning is for both
The utility
teams.
build. It's
For
literally
FNOP,
actually
they can
it's a
play
bit of
around
damage,
Moonstone.
you know,
They've got
but
the guy
in a way
named
it's all
Zach
just
Lau.
about CC.
Certainly,
Like,
they've
once
got
the-
the purifies,
Cloudy, what are
the
you playing with
multiple
now, man?
purifies that
Little
have played a
paper?
part of
Gotta
this.
get this paper
Even
away from
for Omega, you still have to wait for these
Plot
players
armor.
to be available because those are crucial parts to either disengaging or re-engaging in these fights, which will all be up by the time this Lord gets ready to go.
This
They'll
is the
slow
negative
it
of
down a
Alpha.
little
If you
bit.
get to
They'll
late
put
game,
some
Alpha
pressure.
becomes kind of a man,
Talked about
5-man
earlier
ult.
on, could be
Alpha's
utilized
so
here.
useless.
So for
Even if he
both
builds
teams,
full tank, the
pulling
guy
down
loses out
overall,
so much
this
like
is a
value in late
crucial
game.
one. If FNOP's able to cap this
So
out
this is
and
why
get
like
it,
usually when you go for
that might be the game at winning.
Alpha,
the
you need
streak
to win early,
continuing
but
Lord for
yeah.
this one.
It's a Barangay
chat is so
battle,
behaved
so
today. My chat has always behaved when we're talking about match analysis, man. It's only not behaved when we talk about other things.
5K gold lead as Endoryu works on the bottom lane, trying to create the push there and make Fnatic Onyx react.
Wait, wait, I gotta see this again. Alright. Okay, this is normal, by the way. This is just pretty normal, but
they'll put some pressure.
I just want to highlight this. Remember how we've been saying the whole game that FNOP, their composition needs to stack and they can't actually, you know, throw people to the side lane to clear. Like normal comps. Usually you have a Ling, you usually have an assassin. This is the negative of the Mathilda Alpha. If you want Alpha to go down there, you're going to have to send the Mathilda too. And the thing is, you have a very vulnerable gold lane. So Edith won't be able to peel alone with Super Friends for the Bruno. Like they can... Omega's composition is kind of like a... Yeah, you whiff once and you're going to be punished by Omega's composition. So no one can deal with the far lane. So even though Omega are at a disadvantage at this point of the game, because, you know, the far lane super minions are coming in bot towards Omega, they're actually the ones to be able to clear it out and to get the advantage. Now they're going to have to send Bruno and Mathilda down there because they can't send Alpha and Mathilda. Because Alpha needs to be around here. And then this will actually become... This will be really good because there's another wave. And like the wave will not disrupt Omega's Lord take at all for the entire Lord fight now because the wave is going to be crashing in. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy that FNOP can't do anything with the far lane advantage. It's actually them having to just go bot constantly. And you can see even Kelra trying to go bot, right? He wanted to go bot, but he's like, all right, you know what? There's going to be another wave of super minions. And remember, for Omega, they really don't care about getting the base right here. This is not something they're looking for at this point. Like, it's a bonus if they get it. What they're doing with the minion wave push in the bottom lane is to just make this lane not vulnerable for themselves. Because in any other situation with a super minion wave constantly pushing in, this would be an auto win for FNOP. They will just play forced error for the Lord back and forth. The minion waves will crash into the base, and then Omega will have to split, go base, go Lord. They'll have to make one decision. If they don't make one decision, then they'll probably get fucked up by, you know, FNOP. If they make a decision to go for Lord, then someone can split push and end the game. If they make a decision to clear the wave in the base, Lord is free. That's usually the forced error situation. But they denied that forced error from FNOP, despite being at a disadvantage, not having a base turret. So now it's just like, now they can play chill. Usually the team that don't have base turrets will be the ones to be, you know, desperate in a skirmish like this. They have to be the ones looking for a play. They have to be the ones to be decisive. But here it's just them going back and forth because they know they have time in the bottom lane. This is not a vulnerable lane anymore. And they have super minion wave pushed up top. This is where FNOP's lack of side lane pressure will hurt them. And Doryu, look at him. Wow. They cleared out the minion wave, so there's no vision there, and he gets a good flank.
Coming from the back line.
This is where you keep things on your head on a swivel.
Dude, Omega is so good at playing the Lord dance too, because Omega are just they are holding the Lord. So FNOP are like, they're in their minds 100%. It's like, Nolan is somewhere here. There's no way Nolan is here. There's no way. There's absolutely no way Nolan's here. Why would the Nolan be here? They're holding on to the Lord. And then FNOP decides to walk up, and I think there should be a big play. Like, as long as he's able to dish out damage on Kelra. Oh no, he gets spotted. Kelra gets the purple. He hits the purple, and the purple gets spotted. Okay. Good reads, good reads. They reset again. Could have been a big moment, but high level MLBB. Kelra knows that to face check these bushes, just hit the purple buff instead. Now it's a forced error, chat. Now it's a forced error. You know what they've been doing to stop FNOP from using? Now FNOP have it. Bottom lane pushing, mid lane pushing. Now Omega just have to be decisive. If they fight, they gotta fight. That's it. Like, cause look at the miniwave bot. This is why FNOP control. Like, you see why when they decide to control the Lord again? It's when they have the minions set up properly for them. The entire time Omega had the miniwaves pushing towards FNOP, they didn't want to go in.
Goes in with a quick sand guard just to try and regen his HP.
Yeah, now Omega can't go for it. They can't go for it. Look at the wave bot. See? This is the force error. And Doryu saved the game. And Doryu MVP, bro. This should have been GG's. Oh, it came down to that one retribution, bro. If FNOP got the retry here, it's GG. It's done. How low was the fucking Lord? Did you guys see that shit? How low was the shit? 225 HP. The retry was off by 225 HP, man. Oh, that's so sad for King Kong. That's unfortunate, honestly, because in a game like this, you can't react to the retry. You have to just you have to time it with your skill. You need to kind of like layer your damage with the retry. So that was unfortunate. And Doryu, Nerves of Steel, good cut, getting the Lord. That saved the game.
He's gonna try
Dude.
to cut things off too. They send Kirk back to clear that wave up top.
Yeah, Evolve Lord too, man.
That might have been
Man, I really feel like Fnatic on Philippines should have just FNOP don't want to gamble it. If they gambled it, this is the mistake from FNOP. Like, this is the only... actually, that wave got cleared up so fucking fast. Never mind. I take it back. I take it back. I thought, holy shit, Ukir, that wave just disappeared, man. No, but I think if they had people to wave, they could have gone for the end. Yes, it will be a gamble. You know what? No, I still think, yeah, if FNOP just grouped up mid and tried to end the game, I think they would have been able to do so. Because like Brusco should have just circled around Ukir. Chaknu's gonna try to do like what he does. He's gonna die at least, and they'll still be able to defend the Lord. No? What do you guys think? I think they should have taken the gamble. They should have taken the gamble to escort the waves and try to go for the end. I think like, that's so low. The base is so low. 3 hits from Kelra, 1 hit from Super Prince, and it's over. I think they should have just taken the gamble. Because either way, they would have been able to deal with the Lord. Say the wave did get cleared. They could have just recalled, cleared up top, and then, you know, gotten rid of the wave. But because they had to clear the wave first, now the minions are coming very slow back to the base. They had 1 minion wave perfectly timed for them that they couldn't utilize. The next wave is... Dude, and Doryu is doing like God's work for Omega, man. This guy literally... Man, if they backed off earlier, this would have been an end game. Oh my god, the Eternal Guard. Yo, Ukir is a clutch boy. Look at this. Eternal Guard right there. Right before it hits. They're playing with a millimeter. They're playing with a pixel. It's a pixel away from this being an end game. Look at this. The minion is this. That is... Dude, Ukir and everyone. Omega. The game didn't end. Kelra couldn't end because of that pixel. A pixel away from actually being in range of the base. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. That's some bullshit right there. Ukir is insane. Is this guy a rookie? Who is this guy? Did he play for Omega last season? Oh no, wrong direction from Joe. No problem though. They defended. Bro, it's a pixel away from an end game. It's a pixel away. Could Kelra have ended if he stayed there? I think he tried to dash. He thought Chaknu was gonna Raging Sandstorm flicker to him. Then he baited so much time. Ukir got the Curse Blast again. Would he have been able to end? I think he... I don't know. But yeah, crazy.
Yeah, they're still going.
They have minions, but Omega will clearly be able to clear it out.
Dude,
goes in with a
Ryota.
Kelra manages to stay
And-
alive.
Man, yeah, Omega are really good. Like, they're so clutch. These players are so clutch.
We're approaching the 25-minute mark. What's happening to this game?
Chaknu does it again. He actually was able to go ahead, King Sandguard up in there, keep things together, buy enough time.
Ukir, man. Ukir, Eternal Guard to stop the wave, man.
But man, you might say, whoa, this looks messy. No, this is all calculated and top-tier micro within these team fights. It's amazing.
The question is this Omega timers or Onyx time? Because Fnatic holds an 82% win rate.
Omega timers or Onyx time. FNOP holds an 82% win rate in games that go past 18 minutes, while Omega has a 63% win rate.
Don't matter. It's all about momentum.
It's so sad to see Kelra and Chaknu not on the same team anymore, but technically their style is still the same. They play for the late game, you know? Like, in the late game they do well. It's not they play for late game, but they're both so clutch. Chaknu is clutch.
And every single team fight that has built up to this has been basically top tier between these two teams. It's a push and pull between both of them. They expend the resources, whether those are flickers, the purifies, the ultimate.
That's true, Nathan. That's true.
Again, a lot of those team fights, when you just watch Kelra, keep your eye on Kelra.
Continuing to work for it.
Andoryu is really punishing. Oh my god, bro.
Again, the chase is on, but manages to escape though. Will Fnatic Onyx burst down?
He needs to continue doing this. Like, just stay in the side lanes, clear the waves here, so that, you know, obviously this lane doesn't become a forced error for FNOP to play with just like earlier. Because Andoryu literally saved the game with a Lord Steal. If it wasn't for that Lord Steal, and if it wasn't for like these little moments from Ukir and Chaknu, and even Andoryu, the game would have been over. It should have been over 4 times already by now, honestly. Like, if it wasn't for Omega just playing so well. Okay, now they have a wave bot. They have to do it. They just gotta do it. Look at how decisive they are. Oh no, Ryota. Bruno still bot fight. Oh no, they can't get the fight. Oh, that's so solid. Oh no, Kelra's here. Dude, that's so good. Dude, Ryota sacrifice is so good. Oh my god. How is no one dead? Oh, Fritz is dead.
Will they be able to take him down though? But Joan takes down King Kong first.
Kelra's still up.
Omega, 5 members are up here against
Kelra.
the Fnatic Onyx is Chaknu. Look at Andoryu. Is he gonna chase right after Brusco?
Oh my god. No! That's a mistake. That's a mistake. Bringing Kelra all the way there is a mistake. He buys immortality. Brother. Oh no. That's the big, that is the mistake. Okay. After a perfect team fight all around, there's one, you know, like, gamble. It's not a mistake, a gamble that they took. Yeah, a gamble that didn't pay off well. Okay. This is a good game of LBB, man. But yeah, look at how they utilize this again, right? Because you have to see the setup for this team fight to happen. They, again, Andoryu punishing FNOP's 5-stack, clear bot, and then he rotated straight up. And look at Omega. Look at Omega. No hesitation here. They go in instantly. Right as Kelra gets spotted bot, the call 100% was like, all right, Kelra's bot, fight. Chaknu goes in onto King Kong, baits out the Spear of Alpha. Big resources. I think at this point, they were thinking, all right, he already used some, like, there are some ults here that have already been used. Do we go in? Do we back off? And then there's a call again to go in. Ryota walks up, and then Chaknu gets a Raging Sandstorm. He baited out the Super Fritz ult, Crimson Beacon. Then they have this position where it's already good. But this would have still been an Omega loss. I honestly think this should have been an Omega loss. What stopped it from being an Omega loss? Ryota. If Kelra got to this team fight and Ryota didn't distract him, I think they would have honestly been able to at least get some of these members out. Super Prince dies here because, like, they didn't have to respect any more damage. It was just Brusco, Kirk, and King Kong. So Ryota, the decision making to just go in and, you know, bait or take that damage, soak in damage from Kelra is really good. Like, these little micro zonings, man, that they're doing.
Omega, 5 members are up here against 3 of the Fnatic Onyx. Chaknu.
Why don't FNOP rush Lord when they saw Ando at the bottom? We have to take a look at the composition, all right? Because it really comes down to the composition too. Say if this was a Lunox, then maybe they would have been able to burst the Lord. But I would say even then, I don't think you want to risk using one of your biggest ultimates for team fights to go for the Lord at 27 minutes, because I don't think you can blitz. I think this timer is already a timer where you can't blitz Lord. If Andoryu shows up bot and you try to blitz Lord, by the time Andoryu walks up back to the Lord, it'll be, what, half HP probably. And if you try to blitz the Lord with the 4 members of Omega right there too, then Omega can just force a fight, and if Andoryu have the right amount of minions, he could end the game. So there's so many ways that Omega could have tackled that with a wave pushing down below. This is why super minions... No, sorry, not super minions. This is why minion wave control is very important. You need to have, like, really good wave manipulation if you play pro scene. That's the macro level of the game. Like, here it comes down to micro, right? But the setup to get to this point is the macro. Really good forced errors, honestly, by FNOP, like by Omega. They punished FNOP's composition that had to 5-stack, that had to just group up always. Like this Ube strat. But yeah, really solid stuff. Really solid stuff.